Actors often use makeup or props or prosthetics to get into character. But what happens if the technology allows for an actor to be replaced by a computer generated avatar? I cannot tell a lie. You should like and subscribe to the Ethical Dilemma in Science YouTube channel. So in creating this example, I downloaded an image of George Washington onto my iPad. I used the app, the iOS app, Talking Heads, and basically created this deepfake video. And so what is a deepfake video? It's basically using computer software combined with machine learning and face swapping technology to create a computer-generated artificial video that combines new footage with, in this case, our stock picture of George Washington. Now, this example is relatively crude because I'm using software that's available free, but there are more advanced software programs that make for more realistic and convincing deepfake videos. So what is it? What is deepfake videos? How does the technology work, and should we be using it? In this week's Ethical Dilemma in Science, we're going to ask the question, should actors be replaced by computer-generated avatars? And so using this deepfake technology is more than just something fun you can do on your phone or on your iPad. It has really serious implications as well. And now currently, the Screen Actors Guild is on strike, and the AI, artificial intelligence, alteration of guild members' performance is a major concern for the negotiations. Reportedly, the negotiations have included a request by the studios to have the ability to use artificial intelligence on background actors that it pays a day rate of generally less than $200 for days that often go 16 to 18 hours, but then have those rights to those images and be able to insert them into future projects. So as I mentioned at the start of this video, actors have been using different ways of disguising themselves for thousands of years. Now, ancient Greek theater used theater masks that were made from stiffened linen that were then painted and used to show features of the character and emotions of the character. And while none of the originals, the linen versions of these survived, there are some terracotta masks that are clay-based ceramic representations of these ancient Greek theater masks. And these two are from the British Museum. And so they are being there and being used to disguise the self or prepare the actor for that role. This is so important and so embedded within the theater world that these views, both the happy and the sad, or the tragedy and the comedy, are used as a symbol for drama, theater, and acting today. Today, actors use makeup and, in a more extreme sense, prosthetics to alter their appearance to be more realistic in the role that they're playing. And so in this case, we're looking at the transformation of the actor Brendan Fraser into the character he portrayed in the movie The Whale. And we can see that it's a combination of makeup, the silicone prosthetic, and so it's almost like a mask that kind of adheres and kind of alters the face and the body appearance, as well as additional prosthetics that altered his appearance of the body. Really changed the appearance of Brendan Fraser for this role. And in this case, this movie, The Whale, received the Academy Award for Best Makeup and Hairstyling in 2023. As technology has improved, the use of makeup is supplemented with the use of computer technology. In this example, we're taking a look at how the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies were able to create the Marvel Cinematic Universe Hulk over here from the actor Mark Ruffalo. And in order to do this, the company Industrial Light and Magic, who received an Oscar nomination for this technology, started out by capturing images of Mark Ruffalo's face. So you can see it here with lots of dots that help to map his actual face and facial expressions onto the computer. They were able to create a three-dimensional model of Mark Ruffalo's face, and then using the computer software, alter that model into the Hulk. And thenceforth creation of the video itself. Mark Ruffalo would wear a motion capture suit, referred to as a mocap suit in the industry, with high-resolution cameras, in a couple cases cameras mounted here around his head, as well as cameras collecting the scene as well. And they're going to collect those images and then use the computer program to map, in essence, the Hulk mask, the Hulk body, onto Mark Ruffalo, but it is done in a way that we're able to use Mark Ruffalo's body movements and facial expressions and convey that in making a realistic version of the Hulk. Now, the computer technologies grew good. They still often need to use individual animation and animation of individual frames to customize it a little bit, but this technology is getting much, much better. Another example of the use of computer-generated imaging for production of video was in the movie Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, released in the summer of 2023. Now, in this situation, again, the company Industrial Light and Magic used machine learning, computer-generated imaging technology, and a new technology which they refer to as faceswap to make 80-year-old Harrison Ford over here into a realistic version of himself from 40 years ago. And so they were able, again, using similar technology that was used for the Hulk, they captured video of Harrison Ford and then de-aged him, basically used the computer program to replace his 80-year-old face and body with the body that he had 40 years ago. And for comparison, you can take a look at Indiana Jones in 2023 versus Indiana Jones in a movie that came out in 1984. And so they trained the machine learning, they trained the artificial intelligence, which was able to do this with archival video footage from Harrison Ford acting as Indiana Jones in that 1980 period. Now, when this movie came out, they were criticized for doing this, using this de-aging technology, rather than casting a younger actor for these flashback scenes. Despite all the benefits that come from this use of deepfake technology for enhancing actors' appearance, whether you're creating the Marvel's Hulk or a de-aged Indiana Jones, this technology is now easily available on a variety of programs and apps. Previously, you had to really know the technology and be a skilled computer programmer, but now it's possible to use these apps much like I did with that George Washington image early on. And so this is causing problems. The apps that are available now, some of them are blocking keywords, some of them are blocking the creation of AI images with celebrities and prominent politicians. But basically, somebody that has technical skills would be able to get around these protections. And this causes a problem. Because in the hands of other individuals, this could be used in detrimental ways. A 2019 study showed that 95% of the deepfake videos that were found online were pornographic. And once these videos are created and distributed to the internet, they are difficult, if not impossible, to eliminate. And so just looking very recently, in Minnesota and Virginia, the state legislatures have passed laws making it illegal to create and distribute deepfake videos and basically using revenge porn laws associated with that. But the laws vary dramatically country to country and from state to state. A bill proposed in the U.S. House of Representatives earlier in 2023 would make it illegal for non-consensual AI-generated pornography to be created and distributed within the United States and provide legal options for the victims of this. Despite the lack of laws that prevent the creation and use of this deepfake technology for nefarious means, Americans are protected from commercial appropriation of their name, image, and likeness. And so it's referred to as the rights of publicity. But this doesn't prevent somebody from using aspects of a character and creating a new actor that is not necessarily identifiable as the original, but has a lot of the characteristics of that original actor. Now, if we take a look at this, James Earl Jones is an incredible voice actor. He served as the voice of Darth Vader. He's now 91 years old, and in 2022, he signed over his rights to his voice to the company producing Star Wars videos, basically Disney Plus, so that they could use this in the series Obi-Wan Kenobi. So in that case, they trained the computer using dialogue that James Earl Jones had recorded earlier in order to train the computer model, machine learning, to train the computer to emulate his voice in future productions. Similarly, in 2022, Bruce Willis had signed over rights to map a digital version of his appearance onto another actor for the production of a commercial for the Russian cell network Megaphone using this deepfake technology. And in addition to that, despite the backlash that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny received, there have been a number of films, including Captain Marvel, in which Samuel L. Jackson was de-aged, The Irishman from 2019, in which Robert De Niro was de-aged, and Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales from 2017, where Johnny Depp was de-aged and altered for the production of that video. So this leads into our ethical dilemma in science for this week. Should actors be replaced with computer-generated avatars? And then questions underneath that. Should there be guidelines and or limits to the use of computer-generated video for personal use, for commercial use, for political ads, or potentially for movies? Should people be able to license or transfer their rights to their own name, image, and likeness for future use? And then finally, should aging or deceased actors be revitalized, basically resurrected, using this computer technology so that they can be placed in new productions going forward? Thank you for listening to this week's Ethical Dilemma in Science. Please see the description below for additional information and references. Thank you and have a great week.